Hello from a very rainy day, Saturday, right at the end of April. Here's an update of what I've been up to at home. 2 weeks ago I got some ordinary supermarket sweet potatoes and I put them into water, jam jars, and used cocktail sticks, spiked them, and I'm hoping to grow what they're called slips. So this one looks alive. Some of the other ones haven't worked, but apparently with some of them they treat them with a hormone that stops the buds from bursting. So far the Morrison's sweet potatoes seem to be better than the little ones in rooting before the slips form, which is the bit you can plant. Horseradish, it's been under the ground for a year and clay. Not a great success apart from root structure. Bring it back home and repot it, feed it. If you get your skates on, you might be able to get hold of one of these Garden Line brand from Aldi 38cm propagator grey roan kit. They banged them down to $3.99. You get 3.5 litres of growing compost, 3 packets of seeds, 6 growing pots, and your vented propagator. So I'll open it all up and show you what you get and get them planted ASAP, because it's now really, last week in April. I wasn't going to bother with tomatoes, but having seen Clarissa's video and Clarissa's French garden, I'm going to plant out these ones. Cherry Tom's ideal for baskets and pots. You get de Cayenne pepper and salad bowl lettuce. I know I said I wouldn't be sowing any tomatoes this year because of all the blight, but having thought of a possible solution to blight with my skimmed milk bicarbon detergent spray, but I saw this little kit, $3.99, all in, couldn't resist it. You even got compost and seeds with it, 3 sets. So the salad is sown outside, the pepper, it's hot de Cayenne, the tomato, it's mascotka, which is a tumbling sort of tomato. So I've got the de Cayenne and the mascotka in here, four sets of pepper and 2 at the top end. You can tell because there's the 2 bumps at the top there. They are the tomatoes. So I'll give it a go this year and then just be using bicarb spray with a bit of skim milk and deterge should the blights dry. This year at home I'm doing the following in trays and pots. Beetroot cylindra. Now this seems an interesting plant to grow. There's some of the seeds from there, and it was 25p from Wilko's, and you get 150 seeds average. Basically you can sow it anywhere from April right through to July, and harvest anything from July onwards. You don't have to crop them when they've fully grown. Some people like to eat beetroots when they're a little bit more tender, so that's what I'm going to tend to do with these ones. An odd shaped beetroot. Just thought I'd try something for a change. I saw them in Wilko. And I'm also trying sweet basil. I know it's quite slow growing herb, and this one will be in a tub. I always put the plastic covering over the tub and give it plenty of plant food once the seedlings are established. And I'm trying some different herbs. This one's Parcel, and it's come from a company called Suffolk Herbs. Now, Parcel, it says, easy to grow. It's a patio, in a patio planter, and you can eat the leaves at any time apparently. Germination about 10 to 21 days. And so that one again, it goes to a height of 12 inches, and a nice looking plant. The other plant I'm going to have a go at is called Good King Henry, and that has these arrow-shaped leaves. Again, the leaves are edible. It basically says you can pick the leaves any time while dry and the sun being not too strong. It can be cooked as spinach could, have a mild flavour, and can be served with butter. Can also be cooked like asparagus and served in the same way. Sow in spring in shallow drills, and it grows to a height 60 centimetres. So basically you can sow it from April and May, and harvest anywhere from sort of July, end of June, July onwards. My general salad, which I just grow as young leaves in tubs, was very successful last year, again covering it with the plastic bagging that I get from my guinea pig wood shavings. and so I've sown quite a lot of that. I sow it densely and I just eat the leaves when young or give it to the guinea pig. On the allotment I shall prepare one of the squares, and I might just put this in a line. This stuff's called summer savoury. I'll sow that. Summer savoury, it says, it's basically a fine pointed dark green leaves. It looks like it's a hardy annual. Sow in spring, harvest anytime for drying just before it flowers. You get pink white flowers in July and August, and used widely on the continent to flavour beans. Okay, can used to season cucumber, pork, and in a traditional seasoning for trout. Combines well with other herbs. So there you go. You can sow it in March, April, May. Harvest from June onwards. Summer savoury. Looks like that grows quite tall. And caraway, which of course, as you probably know, is to do with their seeds. But it looks like caraway you harvest the following year. You can sow May or August. Ripe seeds used for flavouring rich meats for pork and goose, cabbage, carrots, mushrooms and other veg. Traditionally used as a flavour to flavour bread and cakes. The roots can be eaten boiled as a vegetable, and the leaves in salads. Harvest when the seeds are brown in colour, which will be in late summer the year after sowing. So a bit like purple sprouting broccoli, this one you have to be patient and wait till the next year, but I'll give it a go on the allotment. The two varieties of sweet corn I've sown, I've got Seville. Now you get about 30 plants. Mine, I sowed them around about the 7th of April. It was very cold then, probably too cold really. And then on the 23rd of April, which is about 5-6 days ago, well, it was around the 23rd, they started appearing. So they took a good 20 days, nearly 21 days to come up, the seedlings. And basically it's an F1 hybrid. It's supposed to be quite good in cold climes, which seems to fit up here. Pop I've got is Mini Pop and a Mini Pop F1. Again, they took 21 days to come up, and they're appearing now in the tubs now. I liked these labels that you could get, and these were in pound land, and you get a little pencil with them, and they have a sort of a Charlie Dimmock, and the other chap who did the gardens, well, it's Tommy Walsh, isn't it? Tommy Walsh and Charlie Dimmock section. And I like these. These are really good. I recommend these from Poundland, the labels. I've been using them this year. Here you see my Nottingham medlar plant seedling, grown from seed over the winter. I've got a few spare seeds left in case my other ones don't work out. The other ones not so vigorous. There's 2 there, and you can see some smaller ones in my little pots. I've given them a bit of fertiliser and put them not in full sun, but made sure they've got plenty of light basically. And just see how they go, because I've never grown this before from seed, the medlar.
Allotmental mentioned that he was going to be growing ginger, and I know I looked into it a bit. From ginger root, it has to be kept in a warm place. I've been soaking these in warm water overnight, and you can either put them in water, you have to find the eyes, and then basically I believe it grows crossways underground, like a rhizome. But anyway, I'm intrigued, so I'm going to be growing ginger this year as well. Any growing space I can use is being used. The beetroot cylindrica, I've put them in here. I've put 2 to 3 seeds per pot, and they can be potted on. And next to them I've got about 50 little strawberry runners that I've been separated from parent plant, which I'm bringing on for when the clay soil is a bit more pliable, to get them planted out. Might be over this weekend or the coming week.
This is the setup with my seeds, like my good King Henry and my salad, and basically keeping everything covered. It makes it slug proof. I can make little holes as and when required and wait till the seedlings appear, and then even then, if it's cold, as it's going to be next week, I can keep everything covered until the seeds come up. As you can see in this plant tub, this is my Seville sweet corn, which is very cold tolerant. First time I've grown this sweet corn, and it's just started to come up. The mini pops are much further advanced. There you go. These are the mini pops. As you can see, they've come up a bit more than the Seville sweet corn. They took 21 days to come up because it's been so cold up here in the Midlands. Got two different varieties of these Cannelomys quince, and they've had very good blossom this year. This is the other variety of quince I've got, Cannelomys, and hopefully will cross-pollinate with the previous one I've shown you. And this is some pear blossom, and these are Stella cherry blossom I've got. Always nice to have some lemon balm about in pots. You can rub your arms with this stuff if you're not sensitive to it as a mosquito repellent, and it also makes nice refreshing drinks as well. Garden fennel, signs of life on the tarragon, and my crabapple seedlings. These are doing really well now, actually, nearly well, it's nearly a foot tall now, so the crabapples have worked out. And taking a leaf out of Allotmental's book, I went down to pound them myself, and I grabbed 3 bags of vermiculite, and they are exactly what it says on tin, £1 each. And while I remember, I've joined Allotmental's 100-day potato challenge, and it's a Morrison's red potato. So there's my label, date, and my grow bag. So wish me luck. That's it for me on this very rainy Saturday. Well, they said it's going to get even colder, maybe even 6 degrees on Monday. Feels chilly now. However, nice to see the crabapple blossom there and hear the birdsong.